before it passes, these guys were arguing Indiana Jones.
Yeah, big
Joe
Indiana
DeRosa
Jones
loved
fans.
it. Got the DVD. Right?
I saw it 6 times. I think it right my childhood.
Wow, the last one you
I
saw
it
6 times?
6 times in the theater.
Right.
I mean, it just
That's
made
a mental
me
problem.
feel like a kid again, and people.
Why was someone touching you in the theater?
Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, reach for the popcorn. I cut a hole in the bottom.
People shit on the movie. I was talking to Roland about it. Roland hated it. Jim Jefferies hated it.
Yeah.
You didn't like it, Ant. I thought
Roland
it was
played
good.
a big Rolling Stone in the first one.
I thought it was good. It just made me feel like a kid again. I felt like I was 8 years old. And then
I will admit, when you hear that music and shit,
I love the
and
music.
it's something new, and you're like, wow, I haven't seen this. When you hear this, it's like I've been watching these movies for years over and over again, and it's like, okay, it's new. So and you really expect a lot of these fucking
Well,
movies.
that should have been good. It should have been fucking good. They had all the time in the world to make the thing.
Yeah, well, they certainly
right,
did.
Steven Spielberg, Harrison Ford, 20 fucking years. I want something good.
It was good, though.
It was rubbish.
He swung around on his fucking whip.
No way.
People
He didn't
shot
even
machine
swing on
guns
the
at
whip.
him. There was animals and shit that he was fighting in the fucking. What else do you want?
And the
man?
Russians, they weren't that bad. They're not as bad as Nazis.
They're not Nazis.
Yeah,
you
they're not
can't
Nazis.
beat the Nazis when it comes to bad guys in movies.
What are you
Indiana
gonna do?
Jones and Nazis. Do another Nazi one.
Yeah,
You
dude,
can't.
he's 80.
Give him a time machine. They work in they work in Aliens. The least they can do is get him a time machine.
He goes into that fucking warehouse with all those boxes, starts prying shit until he finds a DeLorean. He gets in, 88 miles an hour. The motherfucker's back fighting Nazis. I like it. Better than that fucking piece of shit they put out.
And you said you didn't like the CGI, right?
There's too much CGI in it. This is what I was saying before. Is when he used to be chased by the boulder, or when he was jumping off something or swinging for something before, there was actual fear that Harrison Ford could get injured. Like these were proper stunts. And now it's like he's running upstairs and there's 2 big, massive CGI cogs crushing the stairs. And that stupid Marion woman who hasn't had a job in 20 years just grinning through the whole film. Just like, I'm working! The doctor said I never would, but look at me now!
This is my point. This is my point that I was trying to make earlier, Jim. You have a different suspension of disbelief now that you're 33 versus when you were 31 versus when you were 8 years old. And, when I was 8, a lot of things entertained me more easily. I used to turn my fucking penis inside out in a bathtub for 20 or 30 minutes straight when I was 8 years old.
And now do you use CGI for that? Or what happens there? It's still the same trick as an adult.
I'm just saying, it's, you drift away a little easier when you're a kid.
You got a point that I remember watching the extras on the DVD of the old ones, and not even extras. I think like a TV show would be a special on behind the scenes
before the
and they'd
DVD.
show the guy in the little trench under the truck pulling himself with the whip.
Right.
And it's supposed to be indie, but it's a stunt man and shit. But they really did the stunt. And then Harrison Ford is there with the glass in front of him and the Cobra.
The
real
Cobra, and he
Cobra.
spat the poison
yeah.
onto the glass. They had to start again because they were shit. You were going, how awesome were the ants? They weren't ants. And then you were using the argument, you're going, but how can you control the ants? How can you control fucking cobras?
But because the cobras were in a room, the ants were in a jungle. How do you control ants in a goddamn jungle scene? You're going to direct ants?
You collect ants up. Like in boxes and whatnot. they got all the
I want to hear how you do
They got
this.
all the bugs from this. You've never been to Australia. There's fucking there's ant farms where you can go get ants. You can buy them. People have that. People have them in that little glass thing where they're all walking along and all
I
that.
will say this in defense of your guys' argument against me. I liked the Star Wars prequels, so that might diffuse everything we're arguing about right now.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Well,
you might as well.
wow,
say
they're
Jar Jar
telling
Binks.
us you gotta go.
Your first
Wow.
appearance on the show, and you've come on to tell us about the Phantom Menace.
That was a great 5 minutes.
Wow.
Wow, really?
I liked it.
I thought
You
Indiana
liked them.
Jones was worse than the new Star Wars is. I thought new Star Wars was better than the new
stop
Indiana
it.
Jones. You just said you liked them. I'm just sticking up for you.
You thought that it was worse than the Star Wars?
I thought the
prequels?
Indiana Jones was worse than the Star Wars prequels. I thought it was that bad.
Hated first Star Wars prequel.
Right.
Didn't mind the other ones. Didn't fucking completely want to just rip Lucas's head off.
Yeah,
after
Revenge
other
of the
two.
Sith was alright.
Like, that was all right. The first one was a kid's fucking show. It was
Right.
fucking kids movie.
Right.
Oh, look, I'm flying a fucking...
George
children.
Lucas stinks.
Yeah, George
Children.
Lucas.
Terrible. The fucking little Ewoks and.
And I'll tell you one thing. We're
How
at
many
a point...
dwarfs do you reckon
Oh, look,
George
the
Lucas
Mercury
knows?
Duke.
Oh, my God. He's the biggest
He's
dwarf
gotta know-
employer ever.
He's got to
Faggot,
know
shut up.
hundreds, doesn't he?
He's got to know hundreds
As
of
long as
dwarfs.
George Lucas is on this planet, dwarves will never go hungry.
Oh, they'll CGI the shit out of him now, though. R2-D2 was a fucking CGI R2-D2 for a while. And how the fuck did R2-D2 go from, because all the prequels were he went from fucking this cool-ass flying motherfucking thing with all kinds of gadgetry to this piece of shit roly-poly falls over. He can't even go over
I've got an
rocks.
answer for that. I've got an answer for that.
All right.
Have you ever had a really nice car you kept for 20 years?
Oh, it's a piece of shit.
And then by the end, it's a piece of shit.
You know,
The heater doesn't work anymore.
Like they didn't keep up on his flying
his
thing.
his maintenance was rubbish.
Okay. All right, that I can accept.
Kind of makes sense.
And I got to say that
got you there.
the ships that they use, fucking models in most cases,
Right.
look better than CGI these days.
Models are always better because you can touch a model, you can see a model. Yoda was better as a puppet.
The model I didn't think looked good was the fucking, like, the Death Star model at the end of the first Star Wars with the fucking, where they're just throwing M80s onto the surface
Yeah.
of some shitty thing with the camera. That didn't look that good. But other shit looked really good. And Alien. The ship in Alien looked good because it was all dark and everything when they showed that, but that was all models. CGI ships are kind of
I don't know, but
not
it's
into it.
I'm a little more forgiving with CGI because if you look at model, you know, the way model effects worked in the 50s and the 60s, it
Yeah.
looked tremendously more shitty than it did in the 80s.
Hell
So
yeah.
CGI now looks pretty good compared to when it did
now
in 95 or whatever.
Definitely.
So it's like
It never
will
did better
get
than
to
Jurassic Park. That was the best CGI ever.
Jurassic Park was really
That
fucking
was the
good
best CGI, and everything since then, and Gollum, and everything else is fucked.
Yeah, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Like, Jurassic Park was like 20 years ago.
Maybe it doesn't look as good if we saw Jurassic Park today, though.
No, I've watched it
No, those
recently.
Velociraptors
Oh, no.
look fucking really
Hey, Crisco
cool.
from Whackbag writes,
T-Rex and shit.
I bet DeRosa's favorite Back to the Future movie is the third one. Is that true?
I hate the third one
All right,
so
fine.
much.
Third one.
So
All
much.
right.
Third
Can I
one's just.
And I do agree that Phantom Menace is the worst Star Wars film.
Yeah.
But it is, you know what made me kind of be forgiving with that? My 8-year-old nephew was like, I love Phantom Menace, I love it. And I was like, all right, it's a kid's movie.
It's
This
got,
kid likes
the
it.
best
movie,
fight
whatever.
scene by a mile. That Darth Maul fight scene, hands down, is the
Oh,
best,
yeah,
the
yeah.
best fight scene
Yeah.
in all the films.
Can we talk about how much Back to the Future 3 sucks ass?
It's so
really
fucking
quick?
bad. Like, what?
Have we just become nerds?
I hated
really
the
fucking.
fact. Yes, we did. I hated the fact that at the end of 2, they showed you scenes from 3, and like, it's
When
the
the
old
hell did
West.
this happen?
When the hell did this happen? Yeah, and it's like, what the fuck? Oh, now we're gonna get a Western.
And it's like, how many times you got to do that scene where he wakes up in the dark?
Yeah,
He's like,
oh.
I had a terrible nightmare.
Oh,
And
we're
then-
right here on the good old 27th floor or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. It's like,
You
no.
gotta watch out for old Tex Tannen.
Mom, old Tex, Mad Dog 10.
Oh, God, it sucked. It was like a made-for-TV. That movie was like when they did Facts of Life Go to Europe. And you're like, oh, let it go.
Yeah, enough already. It was bad enough, the over-the-top Griff Tannen. Fly! That's what I told you never to stop.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we get it. He's way over the top.
Hoverboards don't work on water, McFly.
Yes, you are power. It was horrible.
Yeah.
The third one did not appreciate the third one. And the love interest with Doc ruined it. Just no fucking love interest.
Well, and
Yeah.
you're supposed to believe Mary Steenburgen would fuck Christopher Lloyd,
Yeah,
looking
she's
more
no
ridiculous than he
fucking-
looks in real
Come on,
life.
come on,
With
she
that-
fucks Ted Danson. It's all.
Yeah, like the first one was good. It had like an edge to it. Not almost, it did. They were using language in that was like, fuck, you know?
Yeah, I remember I saw the first one when I was about, I guess I was 9, and I was really, it upset me in the theater because I only knew Michael J. Fox as the cool guy from Facts of Life. And
No, Family Ties.
Family
From
Ties.
Family
excuse me.
Ties, yeah.
And I was
they
like,
went
I'm
to
gonna,
Europe
Andy
as well.
Cohen was the cool guy from the Facts of Life.
I was like, I'm going to see the guy from Family Ties in a movie, and he started cursing, and it upset me so much as
Did
a
it?
9-year-old. Yeah, when I was 9.
Haven't you seen Teen Wolf?
Faggot.
Yeah.
No, Teen Wolf wasn't out yet.
What if
Wolf
you
was
knew
before it.
Of course I'm a little
Teen Wolf was definitely
faggot.
before
I'm
it.
sitting here saying I like the Phantom Menace.
Teen Wolf was before
Teen
Back
Wolf
to the
was before
Future.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I don't
Sure
think
it
he
was.
would have done Teen
No.
Wolf after Back to the Future, would he?
No, Teen Wolf was after Back to
It
the
was
Future.
Sure?
It was definitely before.
I'd be willing to place a bet on it.
Wow.
All right,
I'm not sure.
I'm
so
putting
I'm not
20 in.
gonna-
I'm putting 20 in.
I have $10 in my pocket.
All right,
That's
let's
all
do
I
it.
got.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
got a
Let's
$10
do it.
bet.
What is that, like £2.50? Fucking bring it on.
We got a $10 bet.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, Back to the Future was 84, and Teen Wolf was
85.
85. Teen Wolf was 82.
You're not
82?
sure.
82.
He's not
No
sure.
way.
He's lying. I've seen Jimmy's face.
Oh, okay.
DB. All right.
This is very exciting.
Yes, it is. It's
This
a
is
wager.
quality right here.
Well, of course, the internet never works as fast as you want it
That's
to.
the way it is, and Murphy's Law.
On a side note, if you guys want, I do have audio of Mary Steam. What's her name? Mary Steenburgen.
Yeah.
Talking shit about how she hated number 2 but loves number 3, obviously because she was in it.
Oh, she's out of her mind. Well, of course she's gonna fucking say that.
The only redeeming part of number 3 was when you thought that Doc died at the end. And you're like, wow, he died to save Marty. That's awesome. And then he comes back in the time train.
Oh, what do you do? They're both 1985.
Oh.
But Back to the Future is listed as him having done it first in 85. Excuse me.
Wait, first before what?
That was
Teen
close.
Wolf.
Oh.
It says Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, Family Ties Vacation, which I guess was a TV movie.
Yeah, he goes to Oxford to
To
study.
look
Yes.
for Parkinson's medication. And fucking spill-proof cups.
I could have sworn.
Back to the Future 2 was in 89, right after Casualties of War.
So you're saying I've lost his bet?
That's a surprise,
I
actually.
think you've lost this bet by a nose.
Give up some of
Wow.
that Caroline's
When
money,
did
buddy.
3 come? Where's 3?
Oh, you got American money too, Jim Jefferies.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know how to roll in this country.
Hey, let's get a Psycho Bob in Baltimore. Baltimore. Psycho Bob.
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Good morning, Mr. Hollywood.
Hi.
Hey, I was wondering if on the next segment we could maybe share some recipes for picnics this coming summer.
Shut up! We're talking movies, you fucking queer
I don't know.
Is that an in joke?
asshole.
He's implying that we're a bunch of fucking
we're
bitches.
a bunch of heads right now.
I always bring this up, but don't you think it was odd that the McFlys would have Biff waxing the car and helping him out at the end and saying, we never would have met if it wasn't for Biff trying to rape your mother. Like that would be someone you wouldn't invite over to wax your fucking car or do anything. You'd punch him every time you see him. It's like, stay away from that guy. He tried to rape your mother.
Yeah, they keep him around.
And it's like, okay, I'll put another coat of wax on.
And George really just got lucky with that punch too. Like if I was Biff, I just would have fucked him up the next day.
Oh, I know, yeah. Why didn't he just fucking clock him the next day?
I would have kicked the shit
Oh,
out of
Biff
him.
was
Yeah,
kind of a pussy.
They don't count an almost rape. That
No,
guy's
the
still
whole
invited
idea
over
was
for the
that
holidays.
Biff was
and shit.
scared of him for the rest of
Shut
his life.
the door, McFly.
Yeah.
And if McFly would have just like started thinking about walking away and shutting the door, she would have just gotten fucking raped by Biff.
That wasn't
Yeah,
rape
rape
in
in it,
the...
racism.
I meant.
Or call black guys spooks.
Yeah.
Hey, beat it, spook.
That wasn't rape in the 50s, I guess.
No,
that
it
was
was
like
just dating.
nowadays. That would-
Dating. I'm gonna marry you. Chasing her down the street. Be my girl. Yeah. Be my girl.
When he's on the street and he just starts grabbing her ass and trying to lift her skirt up in the middle of Town Square in Hill Valley.
It was a more innocent time, Danny.
It must have been a good time for rape.
It was an innocent time. What did we know? We didn't know rape was bad for you. Like cigarettes.
How the fuck did he not see him in the rearview mirror in the fucking car? That was
Oh,
so stupid.
he's talking on the walkie-talkie. He's like yelling. Yeah.
Doc, I'm trying to get this fucking sports almanac. I'm in the back seat of Biff's car. Yeah, Biff's driving it right now, and he doesn't hear me. We're in a tunnel and everything. Yeah. Oh, wait. Holy shit. I have this just a premonition that he's going to turn around and look. Let me duck.
Yeah.
And he just looked. Okay, I'm back up. Yeah, Doc, holy shit, I'm trying to get this fucking thing.
That's what it was. It's like, come on already.
And he probably wanted to duck down, but you know how shitty directors are. They're probably, could you cheat up a little bit? Just cheat up a little
Cheat up.
bit.
He
And
won't see you.
Sitting full up in the back seat.